Hello, sunshine. Guess what? I'm back. Hope you're doing alright. Man, after all this rain, we need some sunshine, don't we? Okay, so we're going to be switching it up some, taking a little break off the old y equals mx plus b and the slope and graphing and all that stuff. And today we're going to switch up and start talking about expressions a little bit. But don't worry, we'll go back to the old y equals mx plus b. Don't worry. I know you want to hear me sing my song. But today we're going to talk about using the distributive property and how to combine like terms. So of course you can see that this one is called Simplifying Expressions Part 1. We're going to be working on this probably about the whole week this week, okay? So don't get too excited, don't fret, I'll lead you through here. So you ready? We'll play some more of this fine song from one of my favorite 60s groups here in just 1 second. Alright, so let's just first a little bit talk about what like terms are, okay? Like terms. Anybody out there know what like terms are? Well, you probably might think there's things that are alike, and you'd be right. Things that are alike. Like terms can be combined if they have the same variable. All right. They can be combined if they have the same variable. Now, the question is, do you know what variables are? Well, of course, that's, the letters. So like A, N, X, Y, any of that stuff, okay? If they've got the same ones, you can combine them together. So I figured I'd just go through, got a little assignment. It's going to have a couple different things for you to do. So we'll start out just combining some, like you might see on your assignment you're going to have here today. So let's say we had one like this. All right, let's say we got 4x plus 3x plus 8 plus 11. Okay. So the wrong way to do it would be to add all that together and say, okay, well that's 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 8 is 15, 15 plus 11, 26x. Okay, that would be wrong. So what you want to do is you want to put these together, okay? I'm going to try to use some circles and squares and stuff like that. So we're going to put these together, okay, because they have the same variable x on the end, and so those would be considered like terms. So 4x plus 3x would end up giving you 7x, all right? And these jokers over here that are the plain old numbers, they are known as constants, okay? And we'd put the constants together, and that'd give me 7x plus 19. Okay, 7x plus 19. So put the ones together that have the same variable. These are the like terms over here. And these jokers over here that are just the plain old numbers, okay, they're the constants. So we got 7x plus 19. 7x plus 19 when we combine that together. All right, let's try another one. Okay. This time I'll make it a little bit harder. So let's say we've got one that's 9a plus 16b plus 4 plus 14a plus b plus 11. Okay? So now in this one I've got a couple different variables. I got some that are a, I got some that are b, and then of course I've got a couple of constants. Again, those plain old numbers are called constants. So constants, if you want to write that down, are the plain numbers. Okay, so the constants are the plain numbers. Alright, so this time I'll circle the a's. So I got 9a plus 14a. So I'll put those together. 9a plus 14a. That there is going to give me 23a. Okay, so I'm putting those a's together, and they give me 23a. Okay, now I'm going to put some squares around my b's. So I've got a positive 16b and a plus b. Now, there is no number in front of that there b. So how many b's does that be? Since there's no number, you can put a 1 in front of it, okay? So anytime there's no number in front of a variable, you're going to write a 1. So write, you can put in a 1, okay, right there. So that's any of them. Anytime you see just a plain old variable and it doesn't have a number in front of it, you can put in a 1. That's kind of important, so you might want to write that down. Alright, so that means I've got 16b plus 1b. 16b plus 1b is how many b? That would be 17b. Alright, and of course now I've got these left over. I'll put them in a little triangle. I got the 4, I got the 11, so those are just my plain old constants down here, and 4 plus 11 is of course 15. And then of course this is all addition at the moment. Okay, it's going to get harder as the week goes on, but for today it's all positive and plus, and that's all roses and sunshine. Yay! Alright, so you can see I also put them in alphabetical order, and I put the constant on the end, and that's the way you want to do it. So I did the 23a plus the 17b plus the 15. So alphabetical order, put the constant on the end, okay? Alphabetical order and constant on the end. So alphabetical, A's came before B's, throw the constant on the end right there, and that of course is the 15. Okay, so at the moment we're probably feeling pretty good about things, so we're about halfway through here. So let me go ahead and throw on the riddle of the day. Okay people, let's see. Today's riddle is, can you see it? Let me move that out of the way, that might be too much in the background. What cane helps you move much faster than a regular cane? So what cane helps you move much faster than a regular cane? Now I know you people think I'm getting old, but I don't need a cane. I'm moving along still just about as good as I was yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. So I don't need that cane that you're going to answer for right here on this one. But tell me if you know what type of cane helps you move much faster than a regular cane, and just email me that. Of course you know how to do it. So far we've talked about
like terms are the ones you can combine if they've got the same variable. So again, we put the A's with the A's, we put the B's with the B's, and if it's a plain old number, it's called a constant. So we put the 4 with the 11, and don't forget, if it don't have a number, you can throw a 1 in front of it anytime it just gives you a plain old one. Alright, now we're going to take it up a notch here. Now we're going to talk about doing this with the distributive property. Alright, and if you think about distributing something with the distributive property, if I said I was going to distribute everybody in here a dum-dum, or I was going to distribute everybody in here $100, you would be expecting me to give it out, right? So the same kind of thing works here, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to multiply each item inside the parentheses by the item on the outside. Of the parentheses. Okay, so if you have a second to write all that down, you're going to multiply each item inside the parentheses by the item on the outside of the parentheses. So they kind of look a little something like this. Okay, so we'll do one that doesn't have any combining at the moment. Let's say we've got 3 on the outside of x plus 4. Okay, so we've got a number outside of the parentheses, and we've got to multiply each one of these on the inside by that. Okay, so I'm going to draw a couple of arrows. This normally helps people see this a little bit better. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to distribute the 3 to the x, and I'm also going to distribute the 3 to the 4. Okay, so basically what this means is I'm doing 3 times x plus I'm doing 3 times 4. So how much is 3 times x, everybody? And y'all already know that. That would be 3x. And how much is 3 times 4?
And y'all know 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so that would be how you would simplify that using the distributive property. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. All right, let's do another one just for practice, and then we'll make it a little bit harder, okay? So let's say we had a 7 on the outside of here, and we had y plus 5. Okay? So again, I've got to take both items on the inside of the parentheses right there, the y and the 5, and I've got to multiply it by the number on the outside, which is the 7. So I'm going to draw me a little arrow here, 7 times y, and I've also got to do 7 times 5. Okay? So 7 times y is what I'm going to do first, plus 7 times 5 is what I'm going to do second. So what is 7 times y? That would be 7y. And what's 7 times 5? That would be 35. And there you go, folks. The simplified response for that would be 7y plus 35. Okay? So again, you can see I took both items on the inside, multiplied it by the 3 on the outside. Took both items on the inside, multiplied that by the 7 on the outside. Okay? So now I'm going to take this, and we're going to bump it up a notch, and we're going to do the combining of like terms and whatnot like we did up in the previous problems. Are you ready? Say yes. Good. I'm glad you are. Okay. So let's say we've got one that's 8 on the outside, and then you got n plus 3 in there, plus 5 and n plus 6. Okay, so here you can see we've got 2 distributive properties. We're going to solve both of those, and then once we do the distributive property part, we'll combine the like terms and constants together, just like we were talking about a second ago. Are you ready? All right, so I'm going to do my arrows again real fast. 8 times n and 8 times 3. All right, what's 8 times n? Well, that would be 8n. And what's 8 times 3? That would be 24. So that would be 8n plus 24 for distributing on that one. Then I'm just going to copy down this little plus sign right here. All right, 5 times n and 5 times 6. All right, so what's 5 times n and what's 5 times 6? What's 5 times n? That's 5n. What's 5 times 6? That's 30. Okay, so now I've got it down to, I've used the distributive property. I've got 8n plus 24 from this one. I got 5n and 30 in this one. Now I'm going to combine some of our stuff together here. So I can put the 8n plus the 5n, and if I add them together, 8n plus 5n, that would give me 13n. All right, and then I've got my constants, 24 and 30. So if I add the 24 and 30 together for my constants, 24 plus 30 would be a total of 54. And then you can see that it would be my simplified answer for this particular one after I do distributive property and combine my like terms and then combine my constants. I got 13n plus 54. Okay, and it looks like it got time. I'm about to do one more, and then I'll put us about at the 15-minute mark. Okay, number 6. All right, let's see what we got here. Last one. All right, let's do one that's got 6 and then x plus y, let's make this one a little more fun, plus 3, and then 2x plus 4y. Ha ha! Now we're talking about some stuff here now, yes indeedy. Okay, 6 times y, I'm sorry, I can't even read the letters, 6 times x, and then 6 times y. So we got 6 times x plus 6 times y. All right, what's 6 times x? Of course, that would be 6x. And what's 6 times y? Of course, that would be 6y. All right. Now, over here, got the plus sign. Okay, we got 3 times 2x, 3 times 2x, and 3 times 4y. All right. So what's 3 times 2? First of all, 3 times 2 would be 6, and you stick the x on the end of that. Okay, so that's 6x. And then what's 3 times 4? And that, of course, would be 12, and then you stick the y on the end of that. All right, so 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 4y would be 12y. Now we're going to combine them like terms together. So I see I got a 6x. Hey, and I got another 6x. So I'm going to put them together. 6x plus 6x is 12x. All right, got that. And then I've got my y's. I got 6y. I got 12y. I'm going to put them together. 6y plus 12y. And that, of course, would give me 18y. And that is my simplified answer for this expression. 12x plus 18y. All right. Hope you're feeling good. Hope everybody's doing all right at your house. Hope things are going well. So remember, distribute. You can draw those little arrows out like I just showed you there. And don't forget to combine the like terms. And remember, the like terms are the ones that have the same variable. The constants are the plain old numbers, and you want to put them together. And the key thing, again, is if it does not have a number in front of it, like it's just a plain old b, you can put that 1 in there. So if it was just a plain old x, that would be 1x. Or if it was a plain old n, that would be a 1n. Okay, so remember, you can throw a 1 in front of those that are the regular ones. Draw those arrows if you need to. And let me know what the song is if you know. Okay? After the rain's gone, this is what comes out. And don't forget to tell me the artist. Talk to you later. Y'all be good. Show!